I was today years old when I learned that some people think it's wrong to stack rocks when you're like hiking at a park.
I was today years old when I found that out too, because I feel like that's just a normal thing to do.
Yeah, 8772 RadioU. It's definitely something that has taken off more recently, right? Where it's become more of a trend to do the stacking rock thing.
Okay.
When you're out and about. At least I thought so.
I feel like I've seen it for years. People do this.
Okay.
I never really participated much. Maybe I would add a rock sometimes, but like for the most part, I would see them on trails.
Well, in some cases, too, before we get into the debate, they are actually done intentionally by, like, park rangers or, like, people in charge of the park.
As, like, a boundary marker?
Yeah, to mark paths. But many people now will just, like, you see a area where there's a bunch of rocks, you stack them up, and it's just a fun thing to do. But some people are so upset by it, they think it's so wrong that, one, they're making a big deal out of it by, like, kicking over the stacks of rocks that people have made and filming that for social media, but also trying to explain why they think it's wrong. And they do actually have a reason besides just that they're, no fun.
That they hate fun?
Yeah. Yeah. Little small moments of joy. They don't want those. The argument is that in some cases, stacking rocks can be bad for the environment, for the ecosystem, where like one of the examples used was in this place where people are stacking rocks often, that the tadpoles would live in pools and puddles that are underneath the rocks. So if you're stacking up all the rocks, that's reducing the amount of puddles and reducing the areas for the tadpoles to be able to find a home while they grow.
Gotcha.
And so it's bad for the tadpoles. That's an example. There are other similar examples. Do you buy it, Aly?
I don't. I really, really don't. I don't think the trend of hashtag save the tadpoles is gonna do much to stop people from stacking rocks.
Is it because you hate tadpoles? What is it? Why is it you're not buying it?
I just don't buy that this actually people stacking rocks is actually making that big of a difference.
Now,
because not everybody stacks rocks.
Yeah.
So,
and it seems like if that really bothers you, then what many people are doing is like kicking or knocking over the piles dramatically out of spite.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like that would be helpful either.
That doesn't seem like that's helping the tadpoles.
There could be some other thing that you're injuring by doing that.
Right.
To me.
You could be killing a bug by
if it lands on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know. The argument that kind of gets me, or, is like generally when you're out in nature, you're supposed to leave no trace, right? Like leave it the way you found it.
Yeah.
And so stacking rocks debatably could be you are changing things from how they were before you showed up. But also this feels like pretty harmless.
Feels pretty extreme.
And this, I do heartily believe that, let's say it is harming the tadpoles, right? Let's say that the tadpole population will now dwindle because people are stacking rocks. I believe this. If the tadpoles are in that much peril just based off of whether people are stacking rocks or not, the tadpoles
they don't deserve to live.
Yes, I'll say it. If your ecosystem is so fragile that it depends on people not stacking rocks every once in a while, your ecosystem is too fragile and it deserves to go away.
Right, which again is why I don't believe that, because it's not that fragile. People's opinions are fragile, and so anytime someone does something that they disagree with, they have to go to these extreme lengths, because again, I think this is taking the whole leave no trace thing to an extreme, to be like, yep, you can't even stack rocks, guys. That's wrong. It's completely wrong. Like, these are tiny little rocks. Get a life.
This is... I have terminal, like, not even culture war brain, but just like partisan brain of not along political lines. I just mean when you start telling me I cannot stack rocks because it's bad. You want to? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I want to stack rocks even more.
I know.
I'm gonna go on a hike today. Just because I guess it's oppositional defiance disorder. I guess that's what I have, because now I really do want to stack some rocks.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't care about the tadpoles.